welcome back to Game Bandits.
Ugh!
Where we are gonna jump down this fucking thing.
Let's put a new meaning to the term.
Yay.
Break a leg.
Oh man, my leg hurt like hell.
Wow, you just went really
Ow, fuck.
redneck there.
Ow, fuck me! There was a crumpled up letter on the floor. It had been scratched out heavily, and it was hard to make out. Especially with a crumpled up piece of paper. Most of the letter was violently scratched out with what looked to be a ballpoint pen. All I could make out was, need to.
Need to?
Just don't drinking need Norman. Who was Norman writing to?
Don't drink. Need something.
I need you, Norman.
Maybe he turns into like this animal when he drinks.
I stepped out of the factory, glad to be rid of its smell, of its memories. I had all of a sudden turned into the Joker. Just kidding.
It's funny if you could see his face, because he makes the weirdest fucking faces when he narrates.
I couldn't stop thinking about that room with the bottles in it. Was that guard I found outside really drinking up there? What about Norman? And who had rooted through all those lockers? I couldn't tell where I was as I looked around, but I figured I needed to get to a road, get my bearings. Maybe Norman could help. His store wasn't that far from the turnoff to the factory, if I remembered correctly.
Oh, what about the power?
We turned it on so that we could use the keycard. I guess. That sounds like someone's walking behind me.
Indeed it does. Oh, okay, this makes me so uneasy. Get the fuck inside, please.
As we went through the weird fucking thingies.
Great.
As we went through the, what is it called?
Gate?
Fence. But the chain link fence, there we go. The garbage bin was disgusting. Mess of rotten food and slick black bags. I saw a thin greenish corner poking out from one of the bags.
It's me money!
It was me. It was Mr. Krabs' money, and I had to take it.
It was my driver's license.
I cleaned the card off as best I could. It looked pretty beat up. I was amazed to have found my credit card, and now this.
Shit's taking a turn.
I tucked the card into my wallet next to my credit card.
As you would.
I feel like we're just... It sounded like it was going to start raining again.
It sounded like murder to me.
But I guess we have our own opinions.
What I was going to say was that it sounds like what this seems like is that he's gathering up all of the evidence to convict him.
Yeah, he's basically... I think he's the killer. He has to be.
He has to be. I had entered Norman's place. This was the back of the store that he ran. It was oddly quiet, except for the faint sound of a television.
Television.
The store was ridiculously big, even though it was just a store. Looked like I couldn't just pop it open. It needed a key. There was a bit of blood on the keyhole.
Lick it off.
Oh, yeah. Just
Lick that keyhole. You fucking slut. What if Sora just comes out? Lick that keyhole, you fucking slut.
He just comes out and he's like, power! And then opens up the door for me.
Power.
Oh god, that does not sound good. Which
Sounds
way
like
should
a
I go?
typewriter. I don't know, just pick one. Pick your death. Pick your
Yeah.
poison. Ooh.
What the hell? One of Rachel's old autumn coats hung on a rack. That was Norman's bedroom, wasn't it? What was this doing there?
That cheating slut. I'm glad she's dead.
What a fucking slut. There was a well-maintained gun cabinet here in Norman's room. I didn't know much about guns, but it looked like he kept a few hunting rifles.
Can we take one?
I knew Norman hunted occasionally, but I didn't know him to be such a collector.
More like a body collector.
Oh! That didn't look like his bedroom, though.
This is the typewriter area, probably.
It's a
Like
television.
a sewing machine.
It's a television.
It's a television.
The TV still flickered some indecipherable channel.
It's the Discovery Channel.
Oh
no.
Oh no! I couldn't believe what I was seeing. Norman, my coworker, my one true love. and one of the few friends I had in this town lay dead beside his armchair.
His face and shirt were covered in blood. It looked like he'd been stabbed or something, trying to get up. His eyes were still wide with shock.
Oh no.
Shock and
Norman,
awe.
what was Rachel doing here? Why did you have her coat?
That's what he's asking him? He's dead.
Norman, maybe you deserved better. You probably did. Did I close his eyes? I did.
Touch his butt.
I closed his eyelids down, shuddering as I did so.
Put your dick
I
in it.
wasn't sure if I wanted to give him peace or to drag my sack across his face. Or if it was just I couldn't stand to think anymore about what was going on.
You know, at first I didn't think anything of it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I thought you were just reading it, and then you said that. You
Yeah.
said drag your sack across his face, and that's just inappropriate. I'm just not gonna go. I'm not gonna go with that.
I guess this was Norman's kitchen table.
Man.
He kept it clean enough, but there were water rings from 2 cups still there in the wood.
They were fucking.
They were totally fucking. The kitchen trash bin smelled fresh. I didn't dig through that mess, did I?
He killed them
Probably.
because he found them cheating.
I found a hairpin amongst the rotting food and trash and pocketed it.
He really likes digging through trash. It's his
No.
favorite thing.
I like really digging through trash. 'Cause
Norman
that's
the
clearly
trash
what
digger.
I did.
I mean, what's this guy's name? Do we even know?
You know what? I don't think we've ever found out his name. I hope to hell Rachel had nothing to do with that mess.
She probably sucked his
Oh
dick, though.
shit. The keys that I need are probably... What was this? It looked like a pull
nice
chain hanging from
find.
the ceiling. I wondered where it could lead. Did I pull the chain?
Yes.
I gave the chain a single tug, and a simple folding ladder to the attic popped down. I was in the attic, which was fucking scary, but I didn't mind so
Ooh.
much.
And chains and whips excite me.
What?
That's a Rihanna song.
That's so funny. There was a large cardboard box that hadn't been sealed. Did I open it? I opened up the old cardboard box and wasn't entirely surprised by what I saw. There were more of Rachel's things, more of my wife's clothes.
God damn it.
Photos, shoes, even that old radio I gave her. Why, Rachel? What were you doing here with Norman? Were you screwing him in the night?
Bum 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 bum. Look
So,
up on those?
what?
Maybe look up on those? Maybe?
Yeah,
no,
they're nothing. Oh, and that's just a light. Okay. I thought it was like a bag hanging off a light for some reason.
No, it's just a light.
Yeah, it's just the light.
Alright,
from
so now we know
the
that
window.
Norman and Rachel are cheating fucks.
They were totally fucking, and it was really, really hot until I found out about it, and then it was not as so hot.
You're still in this.
There was a little bit of something dark staining the sleeve.
You're in here again.
She killed someone. Yeah, because I haven't found the keys.
Oh.
There's keys to that room, to the storefront, remember?
Right.
Unless maybe I took them. I don't know.
Maybe.
I used
Oh.
the hairpin to pick the lock. The hairpin snapped in half, so I threw it away.
Gotcha.
The general store was small, but it was clean. It had the usual things: postcards, snacks, magazines, and canned goods.
And condoms for when they lost my trust and fucked each other.
I never went there much. Rachel usually stopped by after work to give Norman a blowjob, which I knew about, except for if we needed anything.
Gotcha.
The register was mostly empty, and a fat stack of bills were... and a fat stack of travel magazines sat beside it.
Gotcha.
The register was mostly empty, except for the fat stack of bills that I found and pocketed.
I'm rich.
The icebox seemed to be unplugged. It must have been off for a while. Most of its contents were half melted.
Still wouldn't waste ice cream.
There were various postcards from the area, especially from the tourist traps. One of the postcards showed an old black and white photo of the water tower. It looked to be in much better shape then.
Time.
Do you see, like, this thing here? It's like a
Yeah.
fucking line through here.
Looks like a glitch.
Yeah. Is there
Anyways.
nothing else in here?
Mm-mm.
Okay, well, I guess I leave then.
I guess it's time to leave.
I guess I left the general store. That night continued to take horrible turn after horrible turn. It'd been weeks since I had seen Norman, but to find him like that...
That's fucked up.
Who could have done that to him? Seeing that dusty box of those old clothes was a shock. How long had they been there? And what was Rachel doing at Norman's place? I felt like I had only discovered more questions, no answers. It was like an episode of Lost, but I was close to home. It was time to find out the truth. It was locked. This wasn't the right gate.
We're almost home, dude.
The gate was locked tight. This wasn't my house. But this one opened flawlessly because I had the key to it.
I had the touch.
You know you got the moves, but have you? The gate was locked tight. This wasn't... What? Didn't I just do this? The neighborhood's local post box. A letter was sticking out as if someone hadn't pushed it in all the way. I knew it wasn't right, but did I look at the letter?
Fuck yes.
Absolutely. The envelope was addressed to Norman. There was no return address, but the handwriting looked familiar. I took a deep breath and tore open the package. It was my wife's dildo, and I was appalled. Norman, I'm sending this to you. Wait. Wait, do you want to read it as a girl?
I'm sending this to you in a letter because I'm afraid to tell you this in person. What we did, well, it was wrong. My husband isn't an easy man to be with, but he is my husband and your friend. I need some time to sort this out, away from you both. I'm going away for a while. I'm gonna tell him. Norman, so don't you think... Oh, I'm gonna go tell Norman. So don't you think you can hold that against me? Maybe we'll work it out. I'm not sure I even want to, but he deserves at least that much. Goodbye. Faggot, get wrecked.
Oh my god, she totally cheated on me.
That's
what
fucked
a
up.
whore.
I'm glad she's dead now.
It's going to be the third one because that's how fucking things work. I had entered our backyard. The rain gave me a terrible sense of foreboding, and it chilled me through my clothes. I was expectant, but also afraid.
I am nervous, but also afraid.
I held my breath as I approached our back door. I was terrified to step inside.
Is Rachel gonna be in there?
She's absolutely going to be in there, gutted like the unsuccessful... Wait, like the unfaithful bitch that she was.
Nice.
The house was painfully quiet. The only sound was my own breathing, ragged and strained. I flicked the light switch by the door. The power was off. Yeah, boozing bitch husbands like myself don't actually pay the electric bill. I remembered having breakfast here on this very table. Was that yesterday or sometime before?
I don't know. Let's find out. Are we gonna find the answers in this house? Is everything gonna come together?
The door to the basement, it was locked. Where had I put the damned key?
I don't like the sounds.
There was a small pile of mail on the floor in front of the mail slot. How long had I been away? Why hadn't Rachel picked this up? Most of the contents were bills. There was a credit card bill there. Did I open it? I ripped the bill open and read it. To my surprise, it said something about canceling my credit card due to non-payment. What the fuck?
How long does it take, do you think, for
What?
like, them to send a non-payment?
A
month?
I don't know. That's a good question.
I couldn't go out, though.
It probably would take a month or two.
Yeah.
I couldn't go out, though I needed to see if Rachel was here. So I decided to go upstairs and see my fucking dead wife.
I hope not.
She probably is. The door was stuck shut. There was an old-fashioned keyhole underneath the handle, because we like old-fashioned keys here.
Yes, we do. It's our
And
thing. I actually love those. Those are cool.
Yeah, the old-fashioned keyholes.
Yeah, the...
Yeah. I had found the last missing piece from my wallet. The old photo of Rachel and I stared back at me, reminding me of better times. It didn't make me feel terribly comfortable. Did I keep it anyway?
Yes.
I replaced the photo in my wallet, feeling like I had got part of my life back. Still, the image made me uneasy. Why had I thrown it away?
Why do you think, man? You killed her. You killed them.
Our television. I had purchased it before I knew I was going to lose my job. I felt pretty guilty about it afterward, but by then it was too late. So what likely
That looks
happened...
like a condom.
Where? Oh, the light thing right here.
Oh my god, that's a condom, dude.
It's like, oh! Well, I get the extra large.
Anyways, what were you saying?
I don't even remember. Wasn't important, probably. Alright, going upstairs, I found a shattered mirror. Our hallway mirror had been smashed to pieces, its pieces scattered around the floor. I walked over them like it was nothing, because I am wearing shoes and not a bitch. Our sink, which needed to be replaced. One of the taps always stuck, but I hadn't got around to fixing it yet. Oh, okay, so what I was going to say is that it seems like what happened here is that, like, he lost his job, he went back to drinking, he drunk himself into a stupor, found out about his wife cheating with Norman because of his drinking, and then he had killed her and then went and killed Norman, and there were other people who he killed along the way because it was fun. We were lucky enough to get a house with one of those wonderful old claw-footed bathtubs.
Oh, we like the retro in this game.
Mm-hmm.
I really like the light effect that it has around the guy.
Yeah,
It's nice.
it's pretty nice. Nice.
It's way better than Claire, where it has to be like right in like the cone. Instead, this is just like a giant.
The books there were half mine, half Rachel's. Hey now, you're a rock star. Get your game on, go play. Now that I look more closely, it looked like the man in that house had the same books as I did. I had a secret fucking house. My wife's, Rachel's, suitcase was sitting on the bed. It was closed, but I had a feeling what was in it. Did I open it? Inside Rachel's suitcase were a few days' worth of clothes, some personal effects, and a train ticket.
We need to get to that train station.
We do.
That new one.
As I stared at the ticket, I could feel myself flush with anger and resentment. The date and time matched the receipt I had found. But she didn't take it with her, which means she's probably still here somewhere.
She's fucking dead!
Okay,
And look,
wait.
he's even getting mad about it now.
Wait, did I go in here?
Imagine if he was drunk.
Okay, this is the bathroom, but I didn't go back here.
No, it'll be at the very end. You have a big-ass house, by the way.
Yep. My laptop had been left on and only had a tiny bit of power left. On the screen was a website about the old water tower. There was a key in the top drawer of my desk. Did I take it?
That's for
Yes.
downstairs.
I pocketed the key. You know what's weird, though? Is that, like, if he did all of this, why did he put, like, all this shit back?
Yeah, I don't know.
Was it this one? The door was stuck shut. There was an old-fashioned keyhole.
Guess not.
I guess that's not the same key.
But there was 2 locked doors. There was one down here, too.
Yeah, I
somewhere.
think there's one over here, right?
Oh, that's the front door.
Could,
The basement. The basement. was
right. All right, time to go in the basement. I unlocked the basement door.
locked. Box.
There were old Christmas decorations in the box.
How terrifying.
The garbage bags were stuffed with old paint cans and supplies. There was a dirty old key here.
there's
Did
the
I
key.
take the key? I took the small key and tried to remember what it unlocked.
Well, I think we can figure that out.
There were old clothes, tools, and other things we obviously hadn't thrown out yet.
Ooh.
I had put up this divider wall last summer so we could create a separate room in the basement. I hadn't finished it yet, so the door was stuck and the drywall was poorly installed. I might have been able to break through if I found something heavy enough.
That's probably going to be in the door that we go into upstairs.
Probably.
So let's go upstairs. Let's go in that rusty. Let's put our dick in that rusty keyhole. Let's get something heavy.
The grimy key I had found in the basement unlocked the door. It looked like the room I had been tossed around. The furniture was a mess. Did somebody break in here?
This is so a case of the Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde thing.
There was an old crowbar on the floor. Did I take the crowbar?
Fuck yes.
Yes. I lifted the heavy crowbar and I appreciated its weight. I gave it compliments like, "You're not fat."
I appreciated it.
And it loved me all the more for saying that. Alrighty.
That's a cool loading animation, by the way.
Yeah. Did I break through the wall with the crowbar?
I appreciate the loading animation.
With a heave, I swung the crowbar at the wall. I smashed a hole large enough to step through. As I stepped through the broken wall, my breath caught in my throat. This was it. Was Rachel down there? Was she okay?
Oh no. There's a tree. Don't
look. He obviously left this for himself.
But I need to see. We need to see.
Jellyfish!
Jellyfish
No!
type, or it's a turtle with long legs.
Don't look.
Looks. Do you see the turtle with long legs?
Oh, yeah. A filthy-looking pile of rags had been dumped in the corner. The stench of them was awful and made my eyes water. I was terrified to even touch the pile to see what lay within, but I knew I had to. I had come this far. After all this searching, after all I had seen, when I looked within the rags, did I finally find my Rachel? Yes. Wait, is this deciding whether I found her or not, or deciding whether to look or not?
Whether to look.
Oh no. My hands tremble as I pulled back of the layers of cloth. There at the center, under all the dirt and mess, was my beloved, my Rachel.
Oh no.
Her arms were bruised all over and slashed repeatedly. Her clothes were ripped and torn, and even through all that sickening blood, it was obvious she had been stabbed to death.
And guess who has the knife?
The knife I had carried all this way suddenly seemed like a poison. What had happened to Rachel? Who did this to you? I thought about all I had seen and wondered if any of it could help me figure out who had done this. And when I couldn't stay there any longer, I stepped away on shaky legs and made my way back upstairs. Reluctantly, exhausted from my journey, I could no longer resist the urge to close my eyes.
Wait a minute.
What?
Oh, okay. Okay.
Maybe I would use some of Rachel's travel books and find some place to go.
Now he's on the run, because it looks like it all points to him.
It was my wallet with its contents intact. Either I dropped that stuff or somebody else did. Maybe I was sleepwalking again, or maybe somebody stole it from me.
We'll find that out on the next episode.
Wait, isn't this over?
No.
Is there a lot more left?
I don't know. I think there's more.
Really?
Alright, we'll play. We'll see.
Okay, well, let's just keep going.
Okay.
In here.
Whoa, just down here. Oh my god, stuff!
It's a safe.
Oh good!
In a bathroom. It's like
Travel to the case in the back.
oh, fuck yes.
This is really cool looking, actually.
Except for the shower.
Yeah, the shower head.
It's a little
very badly modeled. Or the sewing wheel that isn't a wheel.
Okay, I know what to do, bitch.